watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted best of Pahrump for 4 years. Give them a call, 775-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating. New, service, and repair. Call Gunny's, 775-727-6800.
Hello and welcome to this edition of News 25. It is Thursday, November 2nd. I'm Eunette Gentry. In our top story, a Las Vegas high school football star is gunned down on Halloween night. News 25 reporter David Preston tells us about this tragic story.
Las Vegas police have reported that a teenager who had a promising future ahead of him was shot and killed by trick-or-treaters on Halloween night in the Las Vegas area. Medical personnel responded and pronounced the victim dead at the scene. Samari Norris Johnson, a talented 17-year-old football player, was out with friends trick-or-treating when a group of other teenage boys wearing ski masks got out of a vehicle and approached Johnson and his friends. One of the trick-or-treaters fired at Johnson and his group, hitting and killing Johnson. Samari Johnson, a standout athlete at a local Las Vegas high school, was not only known for his skills on the football field, but also for his academic achievements as an honor roll student. According to the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, the suspects are described as juvenile males, one wearing all black, a red backpack, and a black ski mask. The other was wearing a white scream mask. Johnson's mother says her son was a great kid who played football at Desert Pines High School. He was a junior and on his way to college. When the mother arrived at the crime scene, she said police would not allow her to see her son. Now Johnson's mother has to tragically lay her son to rest and endure the heartbreak of losing him to a senseless crime.
U.S. Senator Jackie Rosen announces that she has secured funding for multiple programs right here in Nevada.
Today, Senator Jackie Rosen announced that she had secured key priorities and funding wins for Nevada due to a package that passed through the Senate. The funding is to be used to expand across affordable housing, fighting against veteran homelessness, protecting veterans' access to ambulance and emergency transportation services, to help finish building a national veterans cemetery in Elko, to facilitate the growth of rural and small businesses, supporting telehealth access for rural communities, and increase opportunities in STEM education for women and minorities from rural areas. In order to go more in depth, telehealth services for veterans, which will be provided by the VA, will be increased by $15 million. The VA is required as well to prioritize funds for both telehealth and mental health programs for states that have the highest suicide rates for veterans and military service members. It requires the VA to significantly reduce the reimbursement rates for ambulance transportation services in order to protect the access to critical emergency care for veterans in rural communities. It also is restoring funding for the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Office of Urban Agriculture and Innovation Production in order to provide support for urban and small-scale agricultural producers. It'll be awarding $553,000 for Elko to continue building their National Veterans Cemetery. $30 million will be awarded to the HUD Veterans Affairs Support Housing Program, which provides affordable housing vouchers in order to help homeless veterans. $168 million to help create opportunities for Americans to be able to live in affordable homes through NeighborWorks America. $37 million for the Rural Business Development Grants in order to support the development and growth of rural, small, and emerging businesses. $60 million for grants through the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Distance Learning and Telemedicine Program, which aims to help rural communities utilize telecommunications technology for the ability to connect to one another. $2 million in the National Institute of Food and Agriculture's Women and Minorities in Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics program, or STEM. And finally, in reference to the Mormon cricket crisis in Elko that we reported on previously, Rosen also is to provide $6 million in order to fund addressing the Mormon cricket crisis.
Today is Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead, and tonight a celebration is being held in Las Vegas. Here's RJ Camacho with those details.
Palm Mortuaries and Cemeteries will be hosting its annual Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead, festival later today on November 2nd. Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead, is a celebration of life and death honoring the dead through using calaveras and marigold flowers, building ofrendas with the favorite foods and beverages of the departed, and visiting graves with these items as gifts for those who are no longer with us. The festival begins later tonight at 6 p.m. and will be available in both English and Spanish depending on the location. The event hosted in Spanish will be at 1325 North Main Street in Las Vegas, and the English and Spanish event will be at 7600 Southeastern Avenue in Las Vegas. The event will be free to the public, and attendees can expect food, mariachi bands, sugar skull crafts for children, altars to celebrate and honor loved ones who've passed, and more. While the event is free for the public, vendors will be on site as well with additional items for sale.
Stay tuned. News 25 will be right back.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. This segment of the news is brought to you by Pahrumps United Rentals. From home to job site, they have all your equipment needs. Call 775-990-4260.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, Nye Communities Coalition's career fair is tomorrow, and there are still spots available for employers like you. Booth setup time begins at 8:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. Ed Kelly from the coalition tells us more.
Hey everybody, Ed Kelly, Nye Communities Coalition. It's that time again. The Nye Communities Coalition Employee NV Career Hub, well, that's a mouthful, Career Fair. It is Friday, November 3rd. It's going to be from 9 a.m. to noon in the NAC, which is the big building, Nye Activity Center, at the campus of Nye Communities Coalition. 1020 East Wilson Road, right here in Pahrump. It's the road behind Walmart. Most people know where we're at. Come on down. We've got employers going to be there ready to interview and hire on the spot. If you need to work on your resume, you can come to the resource room ahead of time, come in, build your resume, snazz it up, bring those in hand to meet with the employers, dress for success. We've got a clothing closet that you're welcome to come use, get an interview attire to put on to show up and meet your next employer. And we'll be there, like I said, November 3rd, 9 a.m. to noon in the NAC, 1020 East Wilson Road. Any information needed, the phone number 775-727-9970. Hopefully we're going to get up to, I mean, we can fit about 30 businesses and vendors in the NAC comfortably. So, you know, as many as we can get. If they're hiring, hopefully they're going to be there.
And seats are also still available for the Whopper Training coming up this November 14th through the 17th. Here's Ed Kelly again with more.
Hey everybody, Ed Kelly here, Nye Communities Coalition. Wanted to extend an invitation for those interested in some free training. This is an EPA grant, the Environmental Protection Agency grant that was awarded to Nye County, and Nye Communities Coalition is the sub-recipient of that. We contract and work together as partner. We bring in training, and this training is Hazardous Waste Operations Emergency Response Training, Whopper. We have a trainer that comes and is going to teach this class. It is 40 hours. It is free training. Anybody that's interested is welcome to come. As long as you're eligible to work in the United States, you're eligible for this free training. There's only 25 seats. So the sooner you get down to Nye Communities Coalition, pick up an application and bring your resume, complete the application, get it turned in, get your name on the list to reserve your seat. The training is valued over $700 an individual. It is a great training. It opens a lot of doors for individuals looking to get into careers instead of just maybe a dead-end job that you're in. But anyway, great training. Again, it's Whopper, Hazardous Waste Operations Emergency Response Training. It's 40 hours of training in the environmental field for hazardous waste cleanup. It can be used for sites, maybe even a spill, a tanker truck comes through town and spills. You're trained to know how to clean that up, assess the scene, and get on the job and do the work. And this training gets you ready for that, teaches you the proper protective equipment to wear and how to protect yourself and others in order to do that type of cleanup. And like I said, it opens many doors for other different types of jobs, whether it's in the environmental field or just in general emergency response, and all kinds of other doors can open for you. But come on down, grab the application, fill it out, attach a resume. First 25 individuals on the list are going to get a seat, and that is going to be November 14th through the 17th. That's a Tuesday through Friday. It's going to be 4 10-hour days, and like I said, it's free training, and it's going to be right there at Nye Communities Coalition, 1020 East Wilson Road, right in the road behind Walmart. Everybody kind of knows that road behind Walmart. Right there, it's going to be in one of the training rooms attached to the NAC, which is the Nye Activity Center. We'll be in there and we'll be doing that training. If you have any questions, you can feel free to call me, 775-727-9970. My extension is 234. You can reach me Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
The famous Welcome to Las Vegas sign is currently lit up in blue in honor of Nathan Adelson Hospice's 45th anniversary.
The lights around the perimeter of the Welcome to Las Vegas sign will be illuminated in blue in a brief ceremony today, November 2nd at 9:30 a.m. in recognition of Nathan Adelson Hospice's 45th anniversary and Hospice and Palliative Care Month. Nathan Adelson Hospice President and CEO Karen Rubel says that our legacy of 45 years as the community's trusted partner is significant for Nathan Adelson Hospice. As one of the first hospices founded in the nation and the largest and only nonprofit hospice in Nevada, we pride ourselves on providing compassionate and quality care to all of our patients and their loved ones. Clark County Commission Chairman Jim Gibson says that Nathan Adelson Hospice is a valued institution in this community, and he is proud to celebrate this milestone with them.
KPVM News 25 will be right back with much more local news.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyers, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back. Well, Samantha Harris from Valley Electric Association is here telling us about how we can lower our energy costs.
This segment of News 25 is brought to you by Valley Electric and its family of companies focused on serving our members. We're better together.
Energy costs are a big part of our household budgets. And with the rising cost of living, it's more important than ever to find ways to save money on our electric bills. There are a number of things we can do to reduce our energy costs, and many of them are low cost or even no cost. Here are a few tips. Turn off lights and appliances when you're not using them. This may seem like a no-brainer, but it's easy to forget to turn off lights when we leave a room or appliances when we're finished using them. Unplug electronics when you're not using them. Even when they're turned off, many electronics continue to use power when they're plugged in. Wash clothes in cold water whenever possible. Heating water can account for about 90% of the energy used in a washing machine cycle. Washing clothes in cold water can save you a significant amount of money on your energy bill. Air dry your clothes instead of using the dryer. Clothes dryers use a lot of energy. Air drying your clothes is a great way to save money on your energy bill, and it's also better for the environment. Seal air leaks around your windows and doors. Air leaks can let out conditioned air in the summer and let in cold air in the winter. Sealing air leaks can help you save money on your energy bill and make your home more comfortable. Change your air filter regularly. A dirty air filter can make your HVAC system work harder, which can lead to higher energy bills. Changing your air filter regularly can help your HVAC system run more efficiently. Set your thermostat to the appropriate temperature. The Department of Energy recommends setting your thermostat to 78 degrees Fahrenheit in the summer and 68 degrees Fahrenheit in the winter. Every degree you raise your thermostat in the summer can save you about 3% on your cooling bill. And every degree you lower your thermostat in the winter can save you about 3% on your heating bill. These are just a few tips for reducing your energy costs. There are many other things you can do, such as making energy-efficient upgrades to your home and installing renewable energy systems. Even if you can't afford to make major changes, by following these tips, you can reduce your energy consumption.
Well, if you're looking for something fun to do before you roll your clocks back this first weekend of November, Mikey Ruhan is here with your weekend road trip tip.
Looking to get away this weekend? Just about 40 minutes away, the Shoshone Museum. Built in 1906 in Greenwater, California, the building was moved to Shoshone in 1920. This museum is full of rich history, from when the desert went dry, to this ironworking forge, and this Epsom salts monorail A-frame used in the 1920s. The sample rocks on this tour are only some of the major geologic formations in the Death Valley area. Displayed in order from oldest to youngest, there's a 1.7 billion-year-old gneiss. It's the oldest rock found in Death Valley. It predates life on Earth. The Crystal Spring Formation is 1.2 billion years old, and the Eureka Quartzite is 440 to 450 million years old. This Gardner Denver air compressor was used in underground mining in the early 1900s. The museum also features the skeletal remains of a prehistoric mammoth found nearby as well. I even got to meet Michael, who works at the museum.
Because of the road closure, we're open Wednesday through Sunday. Okay, and it's 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. And we're looking forward to seeing you guys.
The museum is located at 118 Route 127 in Shoshone, California.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Lerner and Rowe WeatherCam at our last hours of sunlight at this time before we roll those clocks back this weekend. A few scattered clouds, but the temperature is gorgeous. We'll take a closer look in weather after the break.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios all up and down the Ace Country Radio Network and to your mobile device or computer, kpvm.tv. Check out the website. It's awesome. Hey, weather twiplets. Twiplets? We don't see that much. We don't pronounce it much either. Fernley Fallon, Carson City checking in at 70 degrees. Congratulations. It feels like an achievement. 64 out in Tonopah returns the Cold Spot Award to you, and out in Goldfield, Mavericky at 67. Beatty outstanding at 76, and Amargosa at 79 while you're still a hot spot. Vegas, perfectly wonderful, 77 out in Death Valley. 86 degrees does not seem too bad. And here in the paradise of Pahrump, our current temperature 75 degrees with 78 just a little bit earlier. Winds not even a factor out of the south-southwest, 3 miles per hour. Sun rose this morning gloriously with all the hope and promise of a new day at 7:07. And it's setting this evening in about 20 minutes. It's going to be gorgeous tonight. We picked up just a hint of cloud cover. The sky is going to be on fire as we head to a low tonight of 41 degrees. And so yeah, get your cameras out. Good time to do it and enjoy that sunset in about 20 minutes. As for the rest of the week, well, we pick up a lot of cloud cover kind of, but no real talk of rain. So that's good. Clouds next 3-4 days, temperatures in the mid and upper 70s. Looks like after the weekend, temperatures starting to take a dive, about a 10-degree downtrend. We end up Thursday at 66 degrees. A little bit of wind, not too much mostly, but, you know, under 10 miles per hour, but Here and there, it's going to get a little windy, a little cooler, and we'll settle into that fall weather. All right, back to the desk. Here's Jeanette.
Thanks so much, John. Love those temperatures. All right, enjoy these November beautiful days. That does it for this edition of News 25. I'm Unat Gentry, and from all of us here at KPVM and Ace Country Radio, we'll see you on the air next newscast. Good night.